Hi everyone, I'm in a different place, I'm in a portal. So I went with my passport and I flew to another realm, another world. Can you guess? Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for all your lovely comments. I read a lot of comments, but I don't have time to answer to all your questions and all your messages. Either way, I really Wait, which one's not really? It doesn't matter at what place you are or how much you travel, where you are. What matters is your level of energy. What matters is what do you think on a daily basis, because you can have the most beautiful surroundings in the world, but you still feel like there's something missing, something lacking. And this is that black hole we feel inside ourselves. This is that thing we're trying to fill, this void. This void has everything to do with your energy habits. Your energy habits. So important energy habits that you could observe in yourself are you focused on the wanted or the unwanted all the time? You might have a job that you very much hate. You hate your job. You hate that you have to do it, have to go. But you're not focused on the thing you do want. Things are just there. And your choice is, where do I focus on? Do I focus on how shitty everything is? Or do I focus on the beauty? And the beauty will expand. Wherever you focus on grows. This is an energy habit. And don't take this too lightly, because this habit is very ingrained in us, that we start to focus on the negative. We start complaining. We start seeing only the negative. And we miss everything that makes life good. And we miss the magical moments, because we have an assumption that this reality is solid. And that everything is as it seems. Nothing is as it seems. This is all an illusion. This is all an illusion. Normal therapists won't tell you this, because they cut out the whole aspect of consciousness out of the so-called education system. So you have this whole education, and they cut out the biggest part of everything, that everything is energy. Everything is energy, and yeah, you can't give good advice when you don't work with energy. Everything is energy and imagination. This came from imagination. Someone imagined this into existence. Someone did that. Have you ever wondered that when you have a thought, then you have a thought, oh, I can go here, and then you start imagining it, and then you'll be there. You transport yourself quite literally there. And what happens along the way will go. So, this is a beautiful world. A beautiful time on this earth. It's all about energy habits. Remember, the most important energy habit is your focus. What are you focused on? Focused on what you prefer, what you want, because it's already there. Just realize. It's already there. You're already whole and complete. And from that fulfillment, from that new identity, you continue. And then your external projection will unfold the way it has to unfold. So, energy habit number 1 is the law of focus. If you start complaining, stop yourself, because you are creating more of that with your focus. Energy habits are important because on the scale of level of consciousness, on the consciousness scale, we have habits that are ingrained in us. So, we are in creatorship. Everything happens by divine will, but we co-create with the divine will. Our ego can resist it, or our ego can allow things to be. And it's very simple, very easy once you grasp this. But it has to be a habit. You have to break the old patterns, which takes a little bit of willpower. And that's the truth. Discipline and willpower. Just like doing sports, just like doing anything, it takes a little bit, but not too much. Not force. It takes a little bit of loving discipline. Self-love breeds discipline. Also with eating healthy, with taking care of your body, that takes a little bit of discipline. But if you love yourself, it's very easy to have discipline. So, what would a loving person do? Yes? If you would care about yourself, what would you do? Would you still have those bad habits that you know consciously you are aware they are not good for you? So why are you still doing them? It doesn't feel good when you do it because you feel your emotional guidance system tell you that's not a good habit, so I might stop it. That's not a good habit, I might stop it. Or hold back, or not going out of your comfort zone. Go out of your comfort zone. It's very important. The point is, we can channel any frequency. And when we have been given creatorship by ourselves, by our higher selves, what happens? You must learn how to wield it. Mystical schools will be the new thing. It's already happening. We have mystery schools now on the internet, online. So that's great. Mystery schools used to teach about these things. The hermetic laws, hermetic principles, everything. So it's quite a very important age that we are in. But you have to discernment. You have to wield this power that you have with great care and responsibility. So you cannot be lazy, but you also don't want to be lazy. Because you want to live, create. If you start to become passive, you won't be happy, and your emotional guidance system will tell you, oh, you're missing out on your own joy, on your own gifts. So then you start doing the thing that you really want to do, push through the comfort zone, and then you get it. And then you can express yourself, be authentic, and be more free. It's beautiful here. Sometimes it is necessary to introspect and see where you have not been following your highest excitement, your passion, because we can self-sabotage and we can choose to not align with the highest version of ourselves, and then what happens is you slack off, and then you feel bad. And that bad feeling is actually your emotional guiding system telling you are missing out on something in yourself. It's important to also cultivate a healthy level of discipline. Healthy. It doesn't mean you have to force things to happen. It merely means that a person who loves themselves would have discipline. Discipline in energy habits. And I say energy habits above all because energy is everything. And in the so-called education system, there's not much, there's not anything thought about energy, because that whole immaterial side is not even acknowledged as something that is real, because of the reductionistic, materialistic point of view. So the therapists that come out of the education machine are missing a great depth in their teaching, because they don't see, or nutritionists, they don't see energy behind everything. Everything is energy. Everything is made up of frequency. And matter isn't even solid. It's 99.99% empty space. We can't even see 1% of the electromagnetic frequency spectrum with our eyes. So the immaterial is way more important than whatever you see. That's why the ancients said everything is an illusion. The world of form is an illusion. This is all an illusion. This is all Maya. Maya. illusion. So focus on the immaterial inside of yourself, because there's nothing out here to get truly. It all comes from within. You're the source of it all. There's nothing outside of you. If you cultivate yourself and you start doing this exploration of self, if you are devoted to the truth, just like I am, because that's why you're watching, you love the truth. And the material kind of bores you, in a sense. Not really, but it's a double-edged sword. So the material, you can sense everything extra. Everything is extra rich in experience, every sensation, because you appreciate it more. You have more gratitude, but at the same time you see through the illusion more. So it's not real, but you appreciate the illusion like it's a movie or a play or theater. Oh, what a good actors, this looks so real, this is magnificent, this is amazing, all this story, tragedy, and then you have joy, and then you have wonderful moments. Everything is so magnificent. So you don't cut yourself off from any of the experiences. You actually go deeper into the senses and you enjoy more. And that's actually the most spiritual thing you can do, because nothing is out there. No ascended masters, no aliens, no angels, no guides. You can use all that. But it's all you. That's the joke. It's all aspects of your consciousness that you just play with. You can create yourself in many ways. In animal guides, in angels. You can create yourself in aliens, in spaceships, in the sky. You can create yourself in others, which you're continuously doing in reflections. You can create an older version of yourself and talk to that version. You can create yourself in any form you like, your higher self. You just imagine a form and then you can talk to yourself. You can talk to Albert Einstein and sit with him in the chair. Just imagine him sitting there telling you interesting things, because he is also part of your consciousness. Everyone is. You can channel your mom, your dad, people that went in the non-material, people that passed from the 3D. They are still here. All of them. They are still here. But you have just been veiled temporarily, because you will, as everyone, you will return to the void, because we're all one thing. Everything comes from within your consciousness. So back to the energy habits. Energy habits are so important. In this illusion that we are kind of stuck in, you might notice that we dip down, then we go into the illusion again, and then we go up, down, up, down. This is why many of us, cultivate certain habits, and they might seem like rituals or habits. The habits and the rituals in any ancient practice is to realign you with the truth. Because the Maya, the illusion, is so persistent. That's also an Albert Einstein quote. Einstein called quantum entanglement spooky distance. The spooky action at a distance. And he also said, reality is an illusion, albeit a persistent one. Oh, I think he's actually here. So energy habits are so important because they are the routines that you give yourself and the structures that you give yourself in order to stay aligned to your higher self. The highest version of yourself is your higher self. So we have these little messages we hear that come from our heart, our higher self. It tells us, don't do this, eat this, go there. And we can choose to ignore it, or we can choose to listen to the ego that screams at us and is always present, like advertisements. You align to the version of your future self when you start listening to your higher self. Your true future self is your higher self. You can choose to ignore it, but not for long, because you get all this negative feedback, because your body is on your team. Your body is telling you, no, wrong move, wrong way. You start seeing signs. Think, oh no, wrong way. Realign yourself with your highest version. Would my highest version do this? If it's a no, don't do it. Even if it's so tempting. They say the devil is tempting. That's just your ego pulling you back to your old self. So have you ever noticed that many people say the same all the time? The same. They never change. They always have the same habits, the same conversation, the same complaints. That's because they are drawn in by the old self, which is so damn comfortable. The old self is so comfortable. So the willpower, that's a little bit of masculine energy here. The willpower says, you know what? No. I'm changing now. I'm my new self now. My new self would wake up early. My new self would eat this instead of that. My new self would go out there and follow my joy. And go out there and talk to people. And go out there, be social. And go out there and network with people. My new self, my higher self, would follow the heart and the joy and doesn't let fear interfere. Don't let the fear interfere, because that's the challenge. You didn't think you didn't have challenges, right? Because your soul incarnates here and you think, oh, all these challenges. If you are an immortal being, you would want challenges, otherwise the game is boring, isn't it? Who wants to watch a movie or play a game without challenge? And the best movies and the best challenges and the best games have the greatest challenges. So that's why life is so hard, because we are immortal beings, incredibly powerful, that wanted to challenge itself. So if you look at life from that perspective, you might make more peace with your challenges. And you say, bring it on. I can do it. I can do it. I can get there. I can do anything. I know who I am. I can do anything. So your energy habits are so important. You realign yourself with the truth, with the I am. The energy habit that's most important is you realigning with the I am. The I am is everything. You knowing and remembering that you are immaterial as a fact, and this is an illusion. Nothing is as it seems. It's all magical, and it's all you. And it's all mirror reflections, projections of self. Have a wonderful day, and mind your energy. Focus on the wanted instead of the unwanted. And if you do that for 51%, more even, you will radically change your whole life and existence. Much love.